You're watching Perfectly Irish, a Wayne National Championship special, brought to you by Three Rivers Federal Credit Union, Speedway, and Caisson's Fifth Down.
We're obviously the underdogs coming into this game.
To be here is almost surreal.
It's something that you dream about when you play this game and when you coach this game.
Play on the biggest stage in college sports.
Growing up, I was always a big Purdue fan. That's where my dad went to school. I wasn't really a huge Notre Dame fan. Today, I committed to the University of Notre Dame. Dwanger taught me, and Coach Schwarzkopf was, you never stop till the play's over.
That was a really cool senior moment for me.
We need to be hitting on all cylinders when we get to that game.
It's going to be a national championship, national stage, biggest game of the year.
I would have never really predicted this, no.
It's going to be wild.
We want it really bad.
From South Bend to South Beach, Irish eyes have been smiling all season long, and you can bet they won't blink tonight. Notre Dame set to take on Alabama in the BCS title game, and over the next half hour, we're going to bring you a preview with a Fort Wayne flavor. We're going to go in-depth on all three Dwanger grads suiting up for the Irish tonight. We'll hear from their families, and we'll trace their tracks to the title game. Now, the man who's been on the beach and on the beat is our very own Joe Whalen. Joe's been in Florida the last 4 days covering all the pregame hype, and he joins us now with more on Fort Wayne's impact on tonight's national championship game.
Hey, Glenn, we've been down here since Thursday, and fans have slowly but surely been trickling into the Miami area, but now it's absolutely packed. As you can see behind me, an absolute zoo here at Sun Life Stadium. We got here around 4. Fans have been tailgating here since late last night. Now, among the fans expected to be in attendance tonight, a large contingency of Bishop Dwanger football coaches, all here to support and see former players Tyler Eifert, John Goodman, and Tony Springmann achieve a lifelong dream.
You know where Notre Dame was when I committed? Not, I would have never really predicted this, no.
Coach Kelly always preached that he wanted to win championships and bring Notre Dame back. So I bought into that, and, he kind of started the idea, like, we can do this, we have the players, we have the ability, but to be here is almost surreal.
It's going to be different here, but it's going to be, it's going to be a whole new atmosphere with, half Alabama, half Notre Dame, and it's going to be the national championship, national stage, biggest game of the year. Just happy to be in it.
To have 2 of your high school teammates, on your college football team, that's not something that everyone gets to have, and it's been great sharing it with them, and it's also been nice to have them on the team, for some people to go to.
It's an awesome support staff that Dwanger has. It's a big family. Everyone kind of goes around, home or away games. It's just awesome to be part of it.
It means a lot to me. It means they care. It means that, those are the people that made Tyler, Tony, and I what we are today, got us to the place where we are today. So owe a lot to them, a lot of credit to them, and which they deserve, and really happy that they're all going to make it down here.
Living in Indiana, you hear all about Notre Dame, and for me, I never thought I'd get a chance to play here. So just to even get that opportunity to be here and play for the school has been awesome.
Tyler, John, and Tony will be playing for more than just their school tonight. No member of the Irish roster has ever played in a January bowl game before. Now they find themselves on college football's grandest stage. Glenn?
All right, thank you, Joe. You have to block both Tony and his beard now, so that's a big obstacle if you're on that Bama offensive line. Well, you just heard from Tyler Eifert, and heading into this game, the senior is already Notre Dame's all-time leader for receptions and receiving yards by a tight end. Not bad considering one of Notre Dame's nicknames is Tight End U. Now, Tyler's trip to the top has certainly been amazing, and nobody's had a better seat to the show than his parents, Greg and Julie.
He was 9'15" and 9 pounds 15 ounces.
We used to call him when he was little the Buddha baby because he was so thick and had rolls all over him.
I think he was 24 pounds at one year, so he was a big guy.
The first of Greg and Julie Eifert's 4 kids, Tyler may have been a titan of a toddler. However, it didn't take long for his appetite to shift from food to football.
We've been watching home videos over the holidays with Ty and the other kids, and I don't think I really thought it at the time, but now looking back and seeing the things that he was doing, I think he was pretty coordinated.
We were kidding him in one of the videos. We were saying, are you going to be a basketball player or football player? And he was 3 years old, and he said, football player. I said, what about basketball player? He's like, no, I'm going to be a football player.
Tyler excelled at just about every sport he tried, but his junior year at Bishop Dwenger is when he decided to put football first.
And that's when he started working out, at 4:30 in the morning, getting up before school, and that was during basketball season. So he would go and work out, go to take a shower, go to school, go to basketball, and not get home until 8 o'clock at night, and then, do it all over. So I think that's almost when I thought he's got the mental part of it, because he wanted to push himself. We thought he was a good athlete, but he wasn't even content with that. He knew to go to the next level, he had to kind of step up his game to try to get that scholarship.
Now, you might think since Tyler went to Bishop Dwenger that choosing Notre Dame was a natural fit. However, you have to take a look back at the family lineage to know that's not necessarily the case. His father, Greg, played basketball at Purdue in the early 80s, and as you can see by the floor from Mackey Arena that lines their basement, Purdue still does loom large in the Eifert family.
We looked at it with Ty as, this is your life, this is your opportunity, and, I had mine, 30-some years ago, and this is yours now. So when he decided to go to Notre Dame, we were very excited for him because we know what Notre Dame football is all about.
He never kind of sits back and says, wow, I'm a pretty good player. I mean, that's just not in his DNA, and he's still that way. I mean, he knows there's still a lot of things he can work on to be better for the BCS game.
I've said to the boys that, ND Nation will remember these guys forever, to put Notre Dame back on the map. And everybody says, have you had any advice for him lately? And I said, Big Ten championship versus BCS championship, I have no advice for him.
Well, Tyler not only solid on the field, but also in the classroom. He passed all his classes this past semester, earning a degree in management entrepreneurship. Tyler is scheduled to walk during Notre Dame's graduation ceremony this spring. Well, coming up, we're going to head back down to Miami. Joe Whalen catches up with a gaggle of Goodmans. Plus, we're going to break down the game. What will be the keys for the Irish as they try and put the Tide on the schneid? But before we take a break, Tyler Eifert talks to us about his favorite catch of all time, a last-minute game winner against Snyder that Panther fans would love to forget. Is that catch against Snyder your senior year still your most favorite catch?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was the person that was guarding me was kind of in my ear the whole game, and I don't talk much. I just do me and play the game. So that was fun.